want to tell you guys a story about how vaping almost destroyed my life. But I still do it. One day, early in 2019, before everyone was vaping, I passed the store and I see these beautifully designed little modular pods. They look like alien ships. And I just was drawn to it. I entered the store. It was called Bob's Ratmosphere. I guess that describes breathing in vape. It's a ratmosphere. And I go in there and I'm like, what is that? What is that thing? And he's like, oh, it's a vape. You haven't heard of it? These are called the demon bars. And I was like, oh, how much are they? He said, $36. And I happened to have exactly $36. So Bob was definitely Satan. He definitely saw through my pocket and was like, I know how to make this guy feel like this was destiny. And it was. I bought the vape, and immediately, as soon as I left the store, I started smoking it. I was like, wow, this flavor is amazing. What is this? And I looked down and it says, severed ghost penis. / blueberry. And I took another hit and I'm like, yeah, that checks out. That's what that tastes like. So I sucked a lot of ghost cock in my day, so I know. Yeah, the ghost of Blackbeard, the infamous pirate, sucked his dick. Still didn't tell me where the treasure was. But he told me where he buried his poo. And I dug it up. And yeah, it was cool. So after about a year of smoking these demon pods, I started developing this symptom where every time I would breathe in, it sounded like perfect intonation, perfect vocabulary Egyptian. And people, it was fine in most neighborhoods, but I was in Steinway, you guys know Steinway in Astoria, big Egyptian population. One day I was walking there and I was smoking and I wheezed in and it was like, but this is like ancient Egyptian. It's like, and not a lot of Egyptians speak ancient Egyptian, but there was this one guy. He had a scarab implanted into his skull, just embedded surgically. And he heard me, and he shot daggers. He looked at me, and it was the most terrifying stare I'd ever received. And my heart skipped a beat, and I ran the other way. But there he was, right in front of me. And I was like, please, don't, what do you want? He says, I know what is happening to you, and I can make it go away. I said, how do I make it go away? It's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. Not as much as you're freaking me out.
You're not freaking me out.
It was freaking me out, man. Harder than you.
I missed the whole thing, don't mind me.
Yeah. And I said, how do I make it go away? And he said, you have to go on a quest. You have to go to Cairo, speak to this man named Ahmed. You'll find him at the step of the Sphinx. So I get on a plane, go to Cairo. And if you've never been to Cairo, the air there is so polluted that it's actually worse for you than vaping. So I was doing double damage. I was vaping while I was breathing in the Cairo air. And I go to the Sphinx, and I get there, and I see no one. There's no one there. I'm like, this is bullshit. Why did I listen to this man I met on the street? This random guy who told me to go to Egypt for no reason. But But then this guy shows up, and I'm like, are you Ahmed? And he said, yes. I said, I was told by a man in Astoria, Queens, to see you about my vaping ancient Egyptian lung. And he said, I know exactly why you're here. He rubbed the Sphinx in such a way that it unlocked an ancient mechanism. The Sphinx's paw lifted up, and I went down beneath the surface, Ahmed leading the way by candlelight. We go down, felt like ages, walking. And then I sucked his dick like a ghost and it went away. Thank you very much.